This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I got an article here from The Sun, and as you guys know, The Sun is no friend of Johnny Depp. And they have an article out about Marilyn Manson, and I'm going to call this one a smear. Now, I'm not saying 100% Marilyn Manson did not do this or did do this, but what I'm saying is, in the context of this article, it comes off as a smear. Let's take a look. So, here you can see it, and this is the actress from Game of Thrones. Her name is Esme Bianco, if I'm saying that correctly, and she says he whipped her in the back. Now, the problem here is, they show this picture, but it might not even be her back, because they don't have her face in the picture, there's no full body. So, first of all, they're writing an article claiming that he whipped her without actually proving that's her back. So that's a huge problem. Second of all, we don't actually have proof that he did this to her, because we don't have a date on the photo. Now, you could date a photo from a digital picture, and, I mean, you could put any date on there. You can't tell. So, for me, when I'm thinking about photos, the best thing to have is a photo taken from something like a, Polaroid or a physical piece of paper, because when you check the date on that, the paper dates along with the photo, it's 100%. But a digital picture, well, that's a little different. So anyway, it says, shocking photo. Marilyn Manson's ex Esme Bianco shares disturbing pic of welts on back after abusive rocker lashed her with a whip. So that's a big fucking claim. That's a big defamation claim in a big paper without actually having proof. But let's take a look at her side anyway. Esme Bianco has revealed disturbing photos of her alleged abuse from shock rocker Marilyn Manson after claiming he lashed her with a whip during their 2-year relationship. The Game of Thrones star came forward with allegations of abuse yesterday after ending their relationship in June of 2011. So there she is with him. Okay, The actress moved to West Hollywood to live with Manson in 2011. As she explained, I thought he was in love with me. I did not understand that what was happening to me was very, very wrong. He was incredibly manipulative. Their living situation quickly turned sour as she reported feeling like a prisoner in his home. I came and went at his pleasure. Who I spoke to was completely controlled by him. I called my family, hiding in the closet. Esme says months of terrifying abuse and manipulation came to a climax in one night when Manson thought Esme had put cockroaches in the walls to mess with him. Okay. Following Manson's request, the actress star in a self-filmed music video, Esme, now 38, has shared that he beat her with a whip. The British performer has since revealed photos from the horrifying incident, telling Good Morning America it got to the stage where he wanted to shoot the finale of the video. Now, my question is this. What's Good Morning America? What's The Sun? What are these publications, and why are they just putting out allegations when somebody has not been convicted by the law, or it hasn't been proven, or there's not actually some serious evidence? These are news sources with millions of viewers. So why isn't this being done behind closed doors with a serious investigation, and when proved guilty, then maybe they'll come out with some shocking photos. What's shocking to me is the allegations. That's a shocking thing. Now again, I'm not saying he didn't do it, but what I'm saying is, at this stage of the game, when all you have is the accusation, then it's time to do some digging, some cross-examinations, some questioning, get some witnesses, do the police work, things like that. Not go to Good Morning America as the story of the morning that Marilyn Manson allegedly abused somebody. That's a rumor. That's an allegation. That's not an actual serious news story about politics, about the world, about finances. Think about it. What kind of a topic is that for Good Morning America? Let's keep going. Esmond then provided GMA with a photo from the whipping, which she claimed is her back marked with whiplashes after the incident. So, GMA is also a website. Why would you send a website a picture of a whiplash that you can't even prove is your own back? Think about it. I heard there was a video somewhere of her in the closet. I can't keep track of everything. I'll take a look at it when I can. But even if there is a video with her in the closet, first of all, we need to know when that video was shot. Second of all, we need to know it was him who actually forced her to go in that closet and never come out, or something like that. And I wouldn't say being in a closet is actually proof of any kind of abuse whatsoever. I could walk in a closet right now. I would actually hide in the closet from my wife after a bad fight, or, her telling me to clean the dishes one too many times, fold the laundry, whatever. I'm just saying. So here she says that she spent the next 3 days in lingerie, and he was serving her cocaine instead of food. That might have happened. I'm not saying everything she says is a lie. What I'm saying is, it might not exactly be in context. When I was younger, when I was, 20, 18, 17, sometimes you go to your friend's house for the weekend and you do a bunch of stuff. You drink every night, you do other stuff every night, and you're in your pajamas, and you lay around. You don't change clothes every morning because you're not going to work, you're not going to school, you're just hanging out, maybe some upstate house or something, and you're just getting fucked up every day. So maybe they were just, in his house for the weekend. She never got out of lingerie or pajamas or whatever it was, and they were doing a bunch of coke. That's what that says. So again, that might be true. But in the context now, 9 years later, you could just say, well, that was abuse. I don't know. Could have been them just screwing around having a crazy weekend. So then she goes on to say about the violet wand on her wounds. Now, I watched a video from a YouTuber with, I think, about 150,000 subscribers who claims she was back in the goth scene in that time and she knew about, what was going on with goths and their love life. And she said these violet wands were not an uncommon thing. They weren't, this weird thing that's unheard of. They said it was kind of something that got around the kinky goth scene that people use once in a while. So it's not unimaginable that he had one. Throughout the next 2 years, they entered a long-distance relationship where Esme says he would hide abuse by doing it during sex. He always went too far. The biting, that was 100% non-consensual, and he would bite me until I was black and blue. I thought about this too, and I've been bitten by my 4-year-old son, and it leaves a mark. So biting generally leaves a mark, basically because of the shape of the teeth, and they kind of dig into the skin, and that's just how that works too. But I'm not saying it's a lie. So keep in mind, I'm not saying she's lying. This stuff might have happened. I'll give it a high chance it happened. What I'm saying is, they're not putting it into context of it being natural, of it happening during the relationship. They're putting it into context of he abused them, they didn't want it. So that's what I'm questioning, is the context of it. And here she says that he took an axe and started smashing holes in the wall, and she thought she was going to die because he chased her with the axe. Okay, that's hearsay. Maybe? I guess? I'd probably guess no on that one. It doesn't sound like some kind of kinky goth thing they'd be doing. So, who knows? And when questioned if she ever asked him to stop, like I was getting into before, she said no, she never asked him to stop. She feared for her life. Okay. And over here, she claims that Manson asked her to come to LA to do a video in which she would get manhandled. I suppose the video never happened. And here, they do put Marilyn Manson's defense in the article, which is, I guess, kind of fair. They also say at least 5 women, including Evan Rachel Wood, have come forward to accuse Marilyn Manson. I heard 10. Amber Heard tweeted out 10 to 20. So, let's get this straight now. We're talking about serious allegations that somebody's already had their career damaged from, and we're not getting a number straight between sources. 5, 10, 20, 12, 15. How many of these women have their stories out in public? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So if we had one solid number, it was like 7, 7, 7, 7. Everywhere you read, okay, it's 7. But I've heard anywhere from 10 to 5 to 20, so I don't know. I just have no way to know, except for what people are saying in articles and on things like Good Morning America. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you're still watching now, consider subscribing. For the record, I'm open to the fact that Marilyn Manson did this, and I don't think all of these stories are lies, But I do think that they're not all in context to what was going on at the times. If you don't subscribe here, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.